Hello, everyone. My guest today is Timothée. He's the CTO and co-founder of a company called TILKEE, and he has an engineering background. As the original co-founder of oXfoZ, he managed complex web-based projects. He was also the project manager at Traveldoo and carried out several missions for Doctors Without Borders as a volunteer. His last challenge was launching TILKEE with his partner in 2012 as a technical director. All right, Tim, are you ready to take us to the top?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, good. So tell us about TILKEE. What's the company do and how do you make money? What's your revenue model?
Okay. We figured out that the major challenge for companies today is to sell. And it's much more difficult than it used to be because personal relationship has been replaced by anonymous emails and phone calls. And because of that, companies spend millions in sales tools to optimize their process. And at TILKEE, we've revolutionized the way you are selling products and services. Because we understood that 60% of all the business proposal sent by salespeople just vanish in a black hole. And we imagine at TILKEE the solution. With our unique algorithm, we remove the randomness of follow-ups and add intelligence in sales processes.
So Tim, is it like an auto follow-up kind of solution or what?
It's much more about we are able to telling you exactly which prospect you should do the follow-up on, which the exact message to maximize your follow-ups and boost your sales.
Okay. And what have you scaled? I mean, last time you came on, which was back in December of 2016, you shared with us a bunch about the company. Specifically, you launched it in 2012, right?
Yes.
And at that point, you raised about 1.5 million in funding. Have you raised additional capital or no?
We are in the process. So it's a little bit early, but I think we'll be able to announce a new round in the next couple of weeks.
Oh, that's good. Well, this episode won't go live until several months from now. So we'll be good there. Now, why strategically did you and your partner make the decision to go raise additional capital?
Okay. First of all, because we wanted to scale. We wanted to go global, much more global than we are now. And we could just secure the French market and go very slow on the German and UK market that are top markets today. But we decided with Sylvain that we wanted to go very faster than today. And that's why we needed to go for another round, to accelerate in France, also to accelerate the development of the product, and much more than that, to accelerate in Germany and UK.
And then update me on some of the stats that you shared last time. So what are customers paying per average? I think last time you told me they were paying about $125 a month on average. Has it increased or decreased?
That increased because we increased the number of large enterprise accounts.
So what's the average now, would you say?
I would say the double of that.
250. Well, that's great. And last time we spoke, which was again in December 2016, you said you had about 800 customers. What are you at today?
We have same thing, the double.
Okay.
But it's hard to say because we have a lot of very small companies, and we have, I would say, 100 of enterprise-size companies.
About 100 enterprise. Okay. Yeah. And have you also doubled revenue? So when we last spoke, you said you were doing about $100,000 a month in revenue. What are you at today?
We almost doubled, not exactly.
Okay.
But in the last couple of months, we almost doubled that too.
Okay, so like last month, for example, you did about 180,000, 190,000.
Exactly.
Okay, so that's healthy growth, and you're saying you would credit most of that growth to signing larger enterprise accounts, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, and now how are you selling these guys? Where are you finding them?
It's by eating our own food. We are using our tool, obviously, to close the deal. The point is not exactly to find the prospect because we know them, especially in France, where we are a very good base.
Mm-hmm.
the point is the pain point for us, the challenge that the cycle is at least 6 months to be able to sign and to scale on an enterprise size company.
Okay. And so considering the growth you've driven and the things you're figuring out, how much are you guys raising right now? And how do you come up with that number?
We will raise around, it will be total, including debt, around 5 million.
Okay, around 5 million. And what percentage will be debt versus equity?
Half.
Half of it. Okay. Now, explain for those that are not familiar with how to use debt. Explain to folks how that works.
Basically, we are going to banks, traditional banks, to raise debt. We have 3 banks we are working with, especially in France. There is a specific bank called BPI, which is
VPI.
BPI.
Okay.
Banque Publique d'Investissement.
Yep.
Investment public bank, which is a public bank owned by the state, and they are very good on helping entrepreneur, specifically when it comes to finance non-material assets.
Talk to me about, you mentioned if you raise $1 million in equity financing, banks will put $1 million on the back of it. That's just because they feel comfortable following on that round.
Absolutely. And in general, from the very beginning, that's exactly how it works in France, at least, and I say even in Europe. So you have to raise one to get one in debt.
Now, do you guys have a U.S. operation yet, or are you still about 20 people based in Lyon?
Yeah, we are around 30 now, still based in Lyon. We are not in the process of implementing any operation in the US, much more in UK and Germany.
And give me some more kind of unit economics here. So, as you're scaling in a business like this, churn is critical. Tell me about your churn.
Today, the churn is quite low. I would say 6%. It can be explained because...
Tim, and just to be clear, that's 6% logo churn per month?
Yeah. And can be explained because for our small customers, some of them just go out of the business. Some of them, bigger one, can be bought by a new company and can make time for the processes to be updated and to include TILKEE in the new company. But we didn't lose any big, very large accounts.
That's great.
That's one way of following up.
And to get these guys in your ecosystem at all, what are you paying to acquire customers? What's your CAC?
The CAC is very difficult to calculate because it's very different from small companies where it's all about marketing, and very different for large accounts. So we try to calculate an average on that, and the CAC is around 160.
Okay, 160.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you said earlier you do 190 grand a month with 1,600 customers. So the average one pays $120 a month, which means you get your CAC of 160 paid back in under 2 months. That's pretty healthy.
Yeah.
Why not be more aggressive on CAC? That's a really fast turnaround payback period.
Because for that we needed cash, and that's why we are raising now.
Yep. No, that makes sense. Where will you spend the money? Have you identified the channels that'll drive additional growth?
Today, almost 80% of the what we spend goes in the staff. So we are hiring salespeople, basically.
Yep. And in terms of just wrapping up the unit economics before we finish with the famous 5, if you've got 6% logo churn per month, you assume the average customer stays with you for about 17 months, about a year and a half?
Yes. And we have even customers, enterprise size, for which we have a 3-year contract. Okay, good. So those are obviously healthy. Do you guys look at revenue churn or just logo churn? Both.
Okay. Is your revenue churn much lower than 6% per month?
Do
you know?
Yes. It's something. It's difficult because in the revenue we have license, but we also have service. So the obviously the revenue for service has a big churn, but for license it's raising. So we don't have any churn. I mean, it's very low.
Yeah. And just to be clear, when you say you're doing about $190,000 per month, that's 100% recurring SaaS, right? There's not professional services in there, is there?
No, it's including the revenue. Sorry.
Okay, got it. So if you take out the professional services, what are you guys doing per month?
You can take out 25%.
Okay, about 25%. So the professional services is great for cash flow, but it's not true recurring revenue. However, if people spend, upfront with you guys to get set up, the likelihood of them sticking longer is higher, right?
Exactly.
Yep, that makes good sense, Tim. Let's wrap up here with the famous five. Number one, what's the last business book that you read?
Sorry, business book. That's been a long time. Wow.
Or just the last book you read.
Pilgrim. I don't know the name in English, but something like my name is Pilgrim.
My Name is Pilgrim?
Yeah.
Okay. Number two, is there a CEO you're following or studying?
Elon Musk.
Number three, what's your favorite online tool for building the business?
Sorry, my online?
What's your favorite online tool for building the business?
Today, I would say Salesforce.
Okay. And by the way, I don't know what valuation you're currently raising at. I assume it's a healthy one. But if someone came to you and offered you, let's say you're doing 150 grand per month right now in pure SaaS revenue. So that puts you out almost 2 million per year in pure SaaS revenue. If Salesforce or somebody came along and offered you 4x that, so $8 million, would you sell the company instead of raising?
Today, no.
Okay. And why is that?
Because we think that in 2 or 3 years, will be 5 times this figure.
Got it. What would make you happy? You want to sell for 100 million, $1 billion? What's your goal?
Our goal is not to go for the billion.
Yeah.
Our goal is to go to several. I would say 50.
Yep. Tim, I'm surprised you gave me an answer. Usually the CTO says, Nathan, we're changing the world. We don't care about money. But I like your answer. I'm a capitalist. I like numbers and money.
I can be much more clear than that. This project is made to make money with my partner.
Yep,
Not only my partner, with our staff too.
Yep.
And we have project after TILKEE, and can be even together with my partner on education, for instance. But honestly, this project is to make money.
I love it. Number four, how many hours of sleep do you get every night?
How many
hours of sleep do you get every night?
7.
Okay, and what's your situation? Married, single, do you have kids?
I'm separated. I have kids, 1 kid, and I have a girlfriend.
Okay, 1 kiddo. And how old are you, Tim?
My kid?
You.
7. And me, it's 39. Sorry.
39. Okay, last question. What do you wish your 20-year-old self knew?
Self-confidence.
Self-confidence. Guys, there you have it from Tim, founder of TILKEE back in 2012. He would have had more self-confidence earlier on. I think he did a great job today on the show, and the company's doing really well. Just 13 months ago, when he came on the show, they had about 800 customers, $125 ARPU. They had raised $1.5 million, doing about 100 grand per year in revenue, per month in revenue. Today, they've scaled to about 150 grand per month in pure SaaS revenue. Add another 20 or 30 grand on top of that per month in terms of professional services revenue. So almost doubling year over year. 1,600 customers. ARPU is about the same. They've got 6% logo churn per month, $160 CAC with almost less than almost a 2-month payback period, which is really, really healthy. Team of 30 based out there in Lyon, France, helping make sales documents and the process they go through more efficient, raising money, $5 million today as well. Tim, thank you for taking us to the top.
Thank you very much, Nathan.